So, a lot of us have this idea that motivation is always the foundation on which success is built. What it means is that motivation is the input which, when mixed with hard work, leads to success. So, the equation will look something like this: motivation plus hard work equals to success. Now, while there's nothing wrong with this model, it is worth pointing out that this is not the only way to process how this process works. In fact, a better way to view this process is in reverse. So, this is what the process would look like. Success because of hard work leads to motivation. So, let me explain this with a quick example to all you guys. So, let's say there is a chapter that you need to study that has 20 topics within it and consists of 60 pages. So, a big chapter with 20 topics within it and consisting of 60 pages. Now, there are two ways to do this task, or there are two ways to look at this task rather. The first one is from the point of motivation as the input. So, now, unless you are fully motivated for studying, it would be very difficult for you to study and complete the entire chapter consisting of 60 pages. Now, that was the first way of looking at this task, where motivation was your input, and until you were fully motivated, you would not be able to complete that task. But there is another way of viewing that same task, which is the second approach. And let me take you through the second approach to viewing that same task of reading the chapter consisting of 60 pages. So, this is what you'll do in this second approach. You take two topics covering 4 pages out of that entire chapter consisting of 60 pages. Then you complete those 4 pages. Then you acknowledge the fact that you have completed those 4 pages successfully. So once you do this success that you got with those 4 pages leads you to the motivation to move further. So what it basically I'm saying is that the success you gain by studying those 4 pages successfully is the factor that motivates you to move further. So in this case, the success from reading those 4 pages has led you to the motivation which helps you read the remaining 56 pages. So once again, entire 60 pages of chapter without motivation could be hard for you to read. But if you flip it and just take a portion of those 60 pages, in this case 40 pages, and you read those 4 pages successfully, now this is a success, and this success motivates you to move further and read those remaining 56 pages. So what we have done here is we've flipped the switch, and instead of waiting for motivation to gain success, we are actually using success to get motivated. So that was it, guys. Now let me give you a couple of more examples explaining this same idea. So the first one is that a student is more likely to be more motivated to work harder if he gets good grades in his last test. Say for example, in your last exam you got the grade A. Now, because you got the grade A, you will be more motivated to get A plus in your coming exam. Another exam could be in a gym. So if you are able to see a small visible gain on your body because of your hard work in the gym, you are more likely to get more motivated to work even harder in the gym. So even in this case, a small success gives you motivation to move further. So these were two quick examples to show that success leads to motivation. Finally, conclusion. So, the best way to view the success and motivation is not individually as a single process, rather as a loop. So, success leads to motivation, leads to success, leads to motivation, and this loop continues, goes on.